is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But
Yeah.
holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 749. NASDAQ is off 261. S&Ps are off 78. Gold contract flat, $16.41 an ounce. You got silver down 13 cents, $17.69 an ounce. Light sweet crude off $1.72, trading $47 flat. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 2 ticks, 133.13. 30-year up 7 ticks at 168.10. And King Dollar. King Dollar down 457 ticks, trading 98.540. The euro is at 109. The yen is out here at 110 flat. And the pound is at 128 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, let's go over to the futures first. So we'll take a look at the futures. And what you're going to see out here, folks, you got one heck of a bounce out here this morning. We got down to lows out here of 3,006. You bounced from 3,006 starting at 10:30 this morning, and you got all the way up to 3,096. So check this out. That's 90 S&P points, folks, okay? Bottom line, and then what does it do? Explodes downtown once again. So the bottom line, we just got down to a price point out here of 3,021. You got 3,037. And you can expect this market to keep the volatility up. What I expect we are going to see coming into the close, they're going to sell us down right into the close. That bar that's laying out there at 10:30 is a high volume low. You get your Thursday in a bad week in a marketplace, folks. You're going into Friday. The real question is just put it to yourself, who's going to buy? And, you know, I expect what you're going to see is this. Now, this is where this gets really intriguing in the aspect of how the last 10 years, you bought the dip, you made money, you bought the dip, you made money, you bought the dip, you made money. This bounce that we got today, and this is what's going to be really intriguing coming into the close, watching how this shakes out, is that what you have here is that bounce was pretty amazing, number one. And then what ends up happening is this, is that as we're at 310 right now, as you get into like 330, right? If this market can't even get above the 3,052, right now we're at 3,039, okay? What you would have is this. All those folks that bought right there, that are used to basically making money on a buy, they're all going to be trapped. They're in a losing position. What will end up happening, the traders on the other side of that, anyone that's traded for a long period of time, coming into closes, there's plenty of machines trading, there's plenty of day traders. They're in a losing position. And it's not a far stretch in a day like today to turn around, if you were on that side, to say, hey, we could definitely get another bounce. So as we get closer to the 4 o'clock mark, you're going to see more selling pressure. You get down to the 3:30 mark because you're talking about very steep gains that they had, losses that they now have, and you're coming into the close of the market, and you're coming into a Friday. You know, coming into the Friday is a big deal because of the aspect of the markets are closed for 2 days. How much more news is going to come out? What, you know, the bottom line is that this thing is live and kicking in a big way, folks, okay? And, you know, in fact, this just come across. So listen to this one. This is a trip. Yeah, let me go through the markets first because they just actually, I saw this out here. There's a quarantine that's happening actually in New York. It's a self-quarantine, but it's the beginning of a quarantine, which is pretty intense. Gold. Let's go to the gold contract out here. Just as volatile inside the gold market, no doubt. In fact, you had a high out here today of a 1662. 1639 is your low. We've done 534,000 contracts. That's big contract volume. Now, this is what's cool, and that's exactly what you want is big contract volume. Why? Because you were actually pushing, you got up into the swing high that was generated out there on the 24th, and you have volume behind it. So the bottom line is that this is actually pushing higher, has volume behind it. That's telling me that it wants to go topside once again. We go take a look at the note and bond market. Note and bonds, folks, they have been the most consistent in a huge way. The bottom line, these rates, the more that we're out here, these rates are going to zero. 10-year, I suspect it's going to be at zero. We've done 2.5 million contracts out here today. Big number. There's no two ways about that. We take a look at the 10-year yield, and you're going to see we're at all-time lows. All-time, like all-time. That's even, like, what does that mean, all-time? Well, it means from when bonds have been traded. And I'll take this, and let me see if I can, I'm going to put this back. Yeah, there you go. It's back 50 years. You happen to be watching Tiger TV. It's back 50 years, and you're going to see this bull market in the bond market has been going on for 40 years. 40 years. 40. Started in 1981. If you happen to be looking at the Tiger TV right now, what you're going to see, the 10-year yield. So check this out. The 10-year was at 15.84 in 1981. September of 1981. And this has been a one-way trip. And what we have done now is that we've blown out the bottom. You blow out this bottom. It's a confirmed ABC structure down too. That's where I'm getting that you're going to zero. We'll see what you know, the market does on this. It's pretty intense. That's the real bottom line. Is that every time I look at this, you know, and what has happened is that this note and bond market is trading exactly like an ABC structure trades. Straight line move. We did the straight line move to A to B. You went sideways for a few months. It's a straight line move. We'll be there before you know it. That's how this seems to be setting up. Some of the higher volume equities out here. Bank of America, that's down 96 cents. Apple's down 12.5 bucks. You got, let's see, Advanced Microsoft 223. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow off 713, Nasdaq's off 245, S&Ps are off 73. And what you did have out here this morning, folks, you had California coming out saying they're monitoring 8,400 people for exposure to the coronavirus. That's a that's a large number, folks, okay? But you got to remember something. California is the largest state in the union. It almost be its own country. And California is going to Asia is like, if we're on the East Coast, is that bottom line is that, it's a very, not quick ride, but it's not far. That's the real bottom side line. So back and forth from that whole area is what always happens. And then the question is, where are they going from that particular point? And I suspect, over the weekend, by the time we come back here on Monday morning, New York's going to be next. Because these are just large, international airports, business circles that business is going back and forth like nothing. I mean, that's the real bottom line. If you remember, when we first reported on Apple, when this is before the airlines had shut down their travel to Asia, that Apple, bottom line, every day, I believe the number was that they took almost the whole business class. It was something like 41 executives per day on United Airlines going to business class to Asia. And, so you can see why this is, fast and furious and all of the above. What the difference is, 150 daily. Thanks, Tom. That's 150 daily. That's unbelievable. So the differential here, folks, goes like this. Inside of this, we know that notes and bonds, bottom line, continue to go higher. Interest rates lower. When you have events that a health event, it is totally different. 50. Okay, 50. That's good. Okay, so it's 50 every day. So the bottom line is that it is big numbers. No two ways about that. So when you have a health event versus an economic event, folks, it's a different situation in the context of what the Federal Reserve, can do in order to basically keep things in an even keel. Normally if you have an event that's happening, you start throwing money at it, it'll do something to it, right? In this particular case, it is a different ball game, and you're going to end up hearing that more because of the aspect of, first factories shut down, and then we'll see how this affects different countries and different cash flows out of those countries, because this just has to move its course in order to basically get folks acclimated to it, whether they're going to get sick, not get sick, all of the above. And then, so for the Fed, I know that folks that are new to the market, even older than the market, they say, the Fed's going to come in and save us, the Fed's going to come in and save us. The Fed can't do anything, folks. That's the real bottom line. This is going to be one of these situations that you can throw as much money as you want at the market, but guess what? The bottom line is if no one's doing business, that's not going to do a thing. That's how this thing shakes out. So we'll see where the rest of this goes. If we go, and I can tell you personally, so this is the biggest gold show, one of the biggest gold shows in the world, folks, is this coming, starts Sunday night and goes for 4 days up in Toronto. But guess what? Bottom line, I canceled the tickets this morning, the hotel, the whole ball of wax. So this is already hitting, and in a much smaller way, but maybe not, because it's like that show itself, it's like, okay, first off, I said, why do I want to get on the plane to go to Toronto? I don't. And then, this is a very large show. It's actually, it's in the convention hall up there. In the convention hall, literally, it's, you walk in, you can walk almost 2 days and not get through the whole thing. That's how many people are normally there. But I suspect things are going to not be like that this year. If we take a look at the S&P right now, the cash S&P, where we are now, this move is no doubt so fast, it's pretty amazing, actually. That being said, it looks to me that when we take a look at this baby, straight line move down. We've already broken the lows that were established out here in December. That low was 3,070 or 3,032. And so what this sets up is that sets up 28.55, and that's not too far from where we are. 28.55 is the acceleration up from October of 2019. Now, the sad part for folks that are in the market for a long period of time is that if that's where this goes, what you're going to end up seeing is that the S&P itself is going to be all the way back to January of 2018. So you get what would end up happening to be January of 2018, January 2019. So it'd be approximately 2 years and 2 months back in about 2 weeks. It's going to be pretty intense. And if you break that, then you're going to really see something that's not pretty too cool. That's 2,300. Big numbers. XAU, HUI. So let's take a look at this. So what we had out here, the gold equities have been holding up pretty good, except for today. You get XAU right now, you are down $6.60. We'll see what kind of volume we get. Let me put up Newmont and gold. Okay, so the volume in Newmont is 9 million. We made highs with 14. You're going into 10. Yeah, this can come all the way back. I suspect what's going to happen here is that we're going to see this XAU, HUI probably come back right to the breakout area from the week of October 18th. February 18th. That'll get at you, let me see, that's Newmont. That would get you an XAU. Okay, oh, we're already there in the XAU, man. Yeah, we're already there. Because the XAU just down $6.50. XAU can actually go down. Oh, I see what it's going to do. It's going to go test the breakout from December. Holy cow. Yeah, 98 is game. And the XAU, right now you're at 100.73. We go to the Gold Bugs Index. We take a look at the Gold Bugs Index. They're taking that apart also. That's down $14.68. Now, this one's going to get interesting, too, because, this is game. This could be game to 219. You're at 230 right now. That is the breakout from December also. That's what it looks like we're going to do. Let's go look at Barrick. We look at Barrick Gold. So Newmont and Barrick are the largest weighting structures inside of the XAU and HUI. Barrick is coming down. That's 22 million shares, and now that can get to 1893. I suspect what we are seeing here is that, you held up for the first couple days. Bottom line, what you have is that folks are in a losing position. The gold stocks are winning positions. They're saying, give me some money. I need some money. I need some money right now. Let's go to Steve in Fort Collins. Hey, Steve, what's going on?
Not much. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
I definitely enjoy your show.
Thank you.
I'm curious of Pan American Silver and some of these other silver stocks, SILJ, SILV, you know.
Cool. Let's go through them. We'll go through them. You stay right there. As soon as we come back, folks, we're going to go through Pan American Silver, the SLV, some other silver stocks. Dow right now down 775. Nasdaq's off 272. S&P's off 82. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with a Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 816. The Nasdaq's off 289. S&Ps are down 87. Let's just look at those S&Ps just quickly before we start talking about silver for a second. What you're going to see, you know, when it's 3:30, folks, okay? And what you're going to have here, this is where it gets crunch time because of the fact that, you know, we have a high volume low that's laying out here at 3,006. You got up. They're all in a losing position. You're going to see some heavy stuff coming into this close. We're talking with Steve from Fort Collins. But first, we'll talk about Pan American Silver. So are you looking to buy some of these, Steve? Is that what you're doing? Or do you own them? No, you own them.
No, I'm long right now. Some of these, quite a few of these silver and gold stocks, as a matter of fact.
Okay, so you're down 250 in Pan American Silver. Your volume behind the move, that's saying that 2091 is game. We hit 2164 thus far. So let me put this on a weekly for a second. Okay, so on a weekly, yeah, that swing low is game. Now, Pan American Silver breaks that, then, you're going to deal with like 1948. Because that's where the breakout was. The breakout is at 1903 to 1948. If we go
1903.
Yeah. See what let me put this back on a weekly so you can see it. I mean, a daily on Tiger TV so you can kind of see it. So first I'm going to the bottom of the consolidation, which is $20.91, right? Then when you put this on a weekly, I go from the daily on the weekly so I can see that, okay, where to break out from. It broke out from 1948 right there. So if it gets below this 2091, that's game. If we go to the SLV, the SLV is not that bad compared to the, some of these equities. I mean, the SLV is only down 15 cents. That's basically coming back into, that's going to be a higher, actually, this is pretty cool. So what you have here, and the SLV is as well as the GLD, you actually have a higher high with volume going into the high volume high. You see how this works? You've already done 129 million shares. You got up to 1769. The high right now is 1835, which you had 196 million. So I'd say the SLV's fine. I mean, yeah, this might go down to 1616, but that's actually strong. What other silver stocks do you have?
Well, JNUG.
JNUG. Oh boy, that's not good. Okay, this is different. Yeah, this is a whole different ball game. So this is, no, it's not J. It's JNUG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the direction 300% bull position, folks, of the juniors. Oh, this is a mess. Okay, so talk to me about this. Tell me where you're at with this.
Way down. I'm way down in this, Tom.
Okay. So this is the 300% position of the bull position. And when these go up or down, folks, okay, on a trend level, it can be pretty intense. I don't know if you... And to make it long, anyway, the bottom line is that in 4 days, this has gone from $105 down to 66. So you're going to still probably get down to somewhere about 63. The problem with these, Steve, right, with Scott, rather, is that they're daily investment vehicles. So that's not the problem is if you hold them, okay? So the daily investment vehicles. What I would suggest in the future, right, when... I'm sure this was great when it was going up because it just went up, what, from $67 to 96 for you, right?
Right.
More than likely, and then it gave it up. So here, let me explain something how these work. These are, I love trading these when they're at $10, $12, $15, okay, $20, right? And if you get the trend right, great. You can get to 35, 40 pretty quickly. When they get to the numbers that they're at right now, right, you cannot hold these overnight. Because what happens, you don't need a large move in order for these to move dramatically when they're at large numbers. Like I'll show you, last night I got a call right before getting off the air on DRIP, okay? And I said the same thing, man, you can't hold it overnight. That, yeah, it may gap up, and this did. This gapped up $24 overnight. So in 4 days, it went from $93 up to $208. Now, what ends up happening, if oil gets a bounce at all, this thing will open up $120 down. That's...
Oh, God.
Yeah, see, the larger number makes a dramatic difference when you just get a smaller bounce. That's how they... That's the math behind them. That's the real bottom line. You know what I mean? So
it's not a percentage thing. It's truly the larger number, the higher it is trading at.
I got to explain it. It is a percentage thing. It's always the percentage thing. The differential for everyone, though, and this is my take on it, is that you don't realize that a very small percentage of a big number is a much larger number than anyone's used to. So it is the percentage.
Gotcha.
It is the percentage. my son would kill me when I just explained that because I can hear him yelling right now. No, it's the percentage. It's the percentage, okay? The difference is that the percentage on a very large number. And that's what's shocking about them. Do you know what I mean? It's great if you have them. That's why they can gap up so dramatically. But when they gap down, it's like bang, you know, so.
And like Pan American Silver, or go ahead and hold it overnight because it's going to come back? Or?
I'd hold Pan American Silver. You're going to take some more heat, yeah. But Pan American Silver, Pan American Silver is going to go a lot higher. I'm not, you know what I mean? You're going to take some heat. You know, you could take heat down to 19, I don't know if you get 15 out of it, but it's an ABC up. Pan American Silver wants higher price. Yeah. What we're looking at right now and what you're seeing right now is that the markets have gone down so fast that I suspect anyone that has profits in anything are selling it just for money, just for liquidity, because this is what normally happens. And in fact, when we were talking with Al 2 days ago, he was lucky enough to sell most of his golds. He was looking to go back in because he remembers 2007, 2008, and that was pretty intense because they took everything south then. The contract itself, my take is that gold and silver is still going higher. I mean, they haven't been able to hit this thing, you know. You're down $2. So you got to figure out.
So
go ahead.
Between gold and silver, you only had, I mean, just pick GLD or SLV as opposed to some of these mining stocks? Is that what you suggest in this current environment?
In this environment, that would be a good thing to do because you won't get the leverage, okay, but you're not going to get the gold and silver contract are much stronger than what ends up happening is this. The gold and silver equities themselves, the leverage to the price of the actual physical metal is much larger than just the metal itself. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, because what ends up happening is that, let's say if you're buying a Newmont, a Pan American Silver, whatever it is, you're taking how many ounces of silver that they have in the ground and leveraging it up, and then you discount that a bit. But that's what's going on. So you see very fast moves on the way up, very fast moves on the way down, and the mining equities versus the actual physical gold and physical silver.
Gotcha. Very, very, very helpful. Hey, if you have another chance, Glitter, GLTR.
I will, as soon as we come back, I'll go over it for you.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 911, Nasdaq's off 315, S&Ps are off 98. Let's go take a look at that S&P, because what you're going to see here is that bottom line is that you're coming right into these lows, folks, and I suspect you're going to see this thing's going to get blown away into the lows, and it has to do with the aspect that there's so many people trapped in this market intraday out here. So the number is 3,006. That's what it's going after. Don't be surprised if you hit the 3,006 and then you drop another 10 points like in about a heartbeat, because we're right at that point in the marketplace. And as I said a little bit earlier, it has to do with the amount of longs that are out there that bought. And they'll be smart. That's the real bottom line. They'll be smart to basically close that position. Take your licks right here, right now, because guess what? You go overnight in this market and you're long. That is, I suspect that's going to be a very, very large problem. That's the way the baby is just set up. You're coming into a Friday. You have 4 days of a bad market. You have more news events coming out. That, the bottom line is that, it's not like this thing goes away overnight. And then on top of that, we'll see what's the type of response that we're actually going to get, right? What's happening in the government is that, the bottom line is that the president put Mike Pence in charge of the task force. And then the real question is okay, so what ends up happening with the health and Human Services Secretary who was in charge? You're going to see a lot of these different dynamics play out. And the bottom line is that let's hope that I don't have much faith in this either, that they actually give you real information versus political information. I think we're all going to learn quite a bit about the politics of politic and policy versus keeping people informed of exactly what's going on. We're down $100 right now, and it's going to teeter on this low. So we'll see whether it's going to blow this low away. But if we do blow this low away, you can expect another drop, and I suspect that drop's going to be pretty big. We take a look at the volume-wise out here. You get a big volume again. Yesterday we did 1.4 billion. Day before 1.4. Day before 1.2. You'll do 1.4 out here inside the NYSE. Inside the composite, we're going to be at a 3.7. Oh, look at the composite. Man, this is intense. So the composite, folks, you talk about unloading equities. The composite, NASDAQ composite, is already at 3.7 billion. So we'll probably run in about 4.3 billion. And if we just go take a look, and this is what you're going to see. We're talking about what you need to see to get a bottom. Now, what we have got, the last couple of days, we never got the rejection of price, but we had got some big downticks. We got a downtick of, I believe it was minus, can't even see it. Oh, here it is. So, yeah, yesterday you got a minus 14. No, there it is right there. You get a minus 16.29. Day before, we get a minus 17.99. Now, what happened here today, and this does not happen when you get bottoms. Because we got such a surge on the way up, you get a plus of 1346. You never want to see a plus of really over 1,100, folks, in a bad market in order to get a bottom in. Because what ends up happening is that as all that buying comes in, that negates just about the whole tick in general, because everyone's back in the market again, and that's what that plus is. That all of a sudden everyone's saying, okay, they're either short and they're buying back, or they're just buying into the marketplace. And then once they buy into the marketplace, when you get a bottom, no one's buying. No one's buying. They don't want to touch it. They don't want to do anything. Everyone's selling. And then the selling subsides because everyone that was going to sell sells. And then as it goes down, there's no more sellers. And as soon as there's no more sellers, that's when you can see bounces that are spectacular. And the reason being is that people are just fed up. They're saying, okay, I'm down 10, 15% in my portfolio. I don't care. I'm going to turn the TV off. I'm turning everything off. I am in this for the long run, and that's what gets a bottom. That's what does get a decent bottom in. There's no two ways about that. ExxonMobil. Let's go take a look at the oil market. They've killed this oil market, and Exxon has been leading the oil market down. I'm talking about for a couple years now, and you're down another $2.60 out here today. Exxon's trading at $50.41. Already blew away the lows that were established in 2008. So picture this. You're below the lows of 2008, which is just amazing, okay? Bottom line, we take this up, and I have to bring this back over 20 years as to where ExxonMobil is. ExxonMobil right now is trading where it was trading in February of 2005. Pretty amazing. Let's go to Michael in Belarus. Hey, Michael, what's going on?
Yeah, hi. Thanks for taking my call. I'm calling from Grodno in the Republic of Belarus, and I want to look at Air Canada, AC on the TSX.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. We're not going to buy it. I can already tell you that. I don't even have to think about looking. And
I'm fishing for a low.
Air Canada. 1 second. ACCN. Okay, 1 second. AC. There it is, right there. Okay, so let's take a look. You're at $34.91. Put this up monthly. So, are you looking for a place to buy it? What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, where would you enter? I'm 100% in cash right now.
Yeah, I mean, you just came down from 52 to 34 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 months rather. I'd let this, somewhere. See what happens at 28. 28.
How about 23.51?
What is that? 23s? Yeah, I mean just let it get down there. Now where you're looking, there is support there, right? But there's no volume there, so that thing can go a lot lower than that, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd let it get there first.
So if it blows through 28, if it blows through 28,
well, you
then it's 23. Hello?
Yeah, I'm there. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So if it blows through 23.51, where do we go?
The bottom line is that on a longer-term basis, this thing looks to me like it's actually going to go down to right now. You can make the case $20. If it breaks 20, you're going to get down to $9.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's so crazy is that it's just so weird that you call about Air Canada, because that's the flight that I had getting out of here Sunday night, and I had to cancel it. I didn't have to cancel it, but I'm not going to Toronto. I'm not going to go in the middle of Toronto, man, in the middle of 20,000 people. It ain't going to happen. So
that's why I sold the house.
I'm sure I'm not the only one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
That real estate market is going to crash.
Well, we'll see.
In Toronto, it will crash.
Well,
there's a lot of mortgage fraud.
Well, the rates, what's going to happen here is that the rates are going down so dramatically that it's going to hold up. My take is going to hold up to housing for a bit because, money's getting cut in half. So we'll see where it shakes out. But the other side of that, of course, is that when you're not working, you don't have the cash flow. Well, that is a bad scene for everyone. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Dow Industrials right now down 961. Nasdaq's off 340. And the S&Ps, we just broke through that low. So get out of the way, folks, because this is going to be a nasty close.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Well, welcome back, folks. Dow's down 1,035, Nasdaq's down 359, S&Ps are down 114. If we get over to that S&P and take a look at it, pretty nasty. No doubt. You're going to see that we got the break. You know, the break was 1,006. You got down to 29.92, and I don't expect this to lay right here, folks. Okay, because the bottom line is that what happens, as I said a little bit earlier, you know, when you get a bounce like this, there's a huge amount of folks that are basically turning around and saying, okay, we're going to get another bounce. Then what ends up happening coming into the close, the closer that you get coming into the close, these are just all the, what I'm just giving you is all the different dynamics that happens with day traders in general. So now you're coming into the close and you get 5 minutes. So anyone that trades a lot, they're going to start, if they're still in this position, they're going to think that, okay, hold it. Are we going to get a short covering rally and I can get out of it? You know, we'll find out. But this is the things that do move markets. There's no two ways about it. The other side of that, when you get a nasty market like this, you know, bottom line most times that no, there's going to be additional flush. And that the additional flush normally is that people just get fed up. That's what it comes down to. It's like, okay, let me out of here. I want to be out of here, all of the above. So, you know, we'll see how this ends up. But bottom line, thus far, it's not great. We take a look at the NDX 100. As I said many times, the NDX 100 takes you up. The NDX 100 takes you down. Inside of this, the largest mover today is Tesla. Tesla's down $98, trading $680. You got, I'm not even sure what this stock is. Anslis is down $9. American Airlines, the poor airlines, man, they're just they're in tough shape, man. With reason, okay. Americans down 7%. You get AMD off 7%. If you go into United Airlines, we take a look at United. Well, I guess we're not going to take a look at United right now. Bottom line, always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it, folks. Everything we need is right inside us. Might as well have a blast with it. Come visit us right back here. Tomorrow morning, Tommy kicks us off. Great show, 8:30 in the morning. Go get him, folks.